We're gonna start today laying down. So you can come to your back. You can rest the soles of the feet onto the ground and then just allow your knees to come in together. You can even wiggle the feet to the wide edges of the mat. And just for the first few moments of your class, you can have hands rest on belly, maybe one hand to the heart if you want it to feel really connected. Just take a few moments. Just really come onto the mat. Whatever's going on in your day, whatever's happening up in the mind, think about starting to release it with every breath out that you take. See if you can start to take even deeper breaths. So as you inhale, maybe you imagine a count of 5, all the way up to the top. Feel the belly expand all the way out. And then that same count of 5 as you exhale. Good, do that again. Inhale, belly expands, ribcage expands. Exhale, release. See where you can soften. Good. This time you're going to take a big breath in through the nose. Fill it all the way up to the top. As you exhale, open the mouth. Good. Take that again. Inhale for that count of 5. Get some new energy in the body. Big open mouth, sigh. And then seal the lips again. Take that 5 count inhale through the nose. Through the nose, take that exhale. And keep going just a few more times. Build that perfect rhythm for your practice. Something that you can take with you throughout the rest. It doesn't matter if you can do all those crazy positions. The goal of yoga is to always have your breath with you. The more you can focus your mind's eye onto your breathing, the less you can think about all of those things that are happening in your regular world. So you come into this more meditative state. You can start to just be more open with yourself. Physical body feels good. There's not so much going up in your mind. When you think that you have a good rhythm with the breath, start to bring your arms out to a big cactus. So arms can reach out like a big T, and then you'll just bend into both elbows. And then heel to the feet a little closer. They're like hip distance apart. And then stretch your right heel towards the sky, half happy baby. You can grab a hold of the calf, maybe the ankle, or the pinky toe side of the foot. And then just take some big movements into that hip. Has to look a certain way. If it feels good to bend and straighten, you can go there. Just kind of explore some movements into the body. Good. And then when you're ready, cross that right ankle over left thigh, reclined figure 4. Flex through those right toes, keep them active. Right palm presses the right inner thigh towards the wall in front of you. You might feel it a little bit or a lot in that inner right hip, kind of the groin area. Just another big inhale, big exhale. Good, and then arms come back to that cactus. Slide your right knee on top of the left, so you're just crossed at the knees. And then with that big cactus with the arms, start to reach the arms up overhead, like you're gonna give yourself a big hug. Reach your left arm on top of the right. Reach back for your shoulder blades. Now you can rock from side to side, like way over to the right, way over to the left. Feel yourself starting to broaden out across the shoulder blades. And once you get them, come back for neutral and just start to press the elbows towards the sky. So the more you press them up towards the face and up towards the sky, you feel that opening all across the outsides of the shoulders. Again, keep breathing. Good, unhook through the arms, bring them out to that big cactus, and then scoot your hips a little bit towards the right as you allow the knees to soften towards the left. Easy spinal twist. Gaze can stay up towards the sky. If you want to deepen, maybe you gaze over that right shoulder. Just keep lengthening the spine. Every inhale, top of the hip rolls forward towards the front wall. As you exhale, what can you relax and soften in the body? Good, and without using momentum, use your low belly to pull the knees back through center. Unravel through your knees, grab a hold of each kneecap and do a few circles up in the sky. You can go to the right, maybe a few to the left, kind of even yourself out. Good, and then just plant the soles of the feet down to the mat, knees face up, and then bring that left knee into the chest for your half happy baby. Again, anywhere that you can grab, make sure that that lowest part of the spine stays rooted. And just take some organic movements here. Maybe you keep those eyes closed as you just kind of move around in space. Good, and then recline figure four when you want to drop that ankle onto the thigh. You can keep your left toes active here, keep that knee protected, and press that left inner thigh away from you. Breathe some space into that left inner hip. Good, and left knee slides on top of that right. Again, you'll cactus through the arms. And then reach around, give yourself that big hug. Right arm's gonna wrap on top of the left this time. Give yourself a little shimmy left and right. See if you can really grab those shoulder blades with your fingerprints and imagine pulling them apart. Elbows start to face up towards the sky, kind of bring them a little closer towards the face. Breathe into your upper body. Good, you can let the arms go. Come back to that cactus. You can bend into the elbows, bring them next to you. And then move your hips a little to the left. And then allow the knees to just softly knock towards the right. Again, taking 2 deep breaths in this easy twist. Allowing your body to naturally and organically just start to open. Good, and then bring yourself back through center. Again, you'll unravel through the knees. This time grab a hold of the backs of the thighs and rock and roll a few times the full length of the spine. So you can go straight down through the center, maybe over to the right or over to the left. Take as many as you want, it feels good. Cross ankle seat is where we're going to meet, no rush to get there. Good, sit up nice and tall as you inhale, extend the arms up overhead, reach up high. On your exhale, unite hands together through heart center, Anjali Mudra. Good, take that again, circle the arms all the way down, out and up, get some length in the side bodies. Exhale, hands come together through heart center. Good, now bring the hands onto the kneecaps. Think cat-cow with the spine. As you inhale, press the heart forward, open up, kind of rock towards the fronts of the sit bones. As you exhale, tug, round and curl. Bring your chin to chest, kind of pull on the kneecaps and round. Good, 2 more times with breath. Ride that full inhale up, thread that heart through. Exhale, tug, round and curl. Breathe into the backs of the shoulders. Good breath, 1 more time. Good, and then back through the center, sit up tall, reach both arms all the way down, out, and up. As you exhale, backstroke the arms behind you and interlace. And you'll bring your clasped fingertips to your left hip, and your left elbow back, and then tilt your left ear towards left shoulder. So you're getting that nice side neck stretch on that right side. Now at first you can look out in front of you, and then maybe you look down towards the top corner of the mat. Just kind of change that stretch. Good, unhook just the fingertips. Allow the left fingertips to tent to the left. Reach your right arm all the way up and over the ear towards the left. Good, now again, you can just stay here. If you want to keep moving, as you inhale, you can open that right shoulder towards the sky, kind of bend into the elbow. As you exhale, you can reach right fingertips all the way up and over that left knee. Good, again, take some movement, 2 more breaths. Inhale, think expansion, open up. Exhale, you start to find a little tuck, maybe a round and curl. Good, once more. Good, as you take that breath in, reach both arms up towards the sky. Again, get some length in the side bodies. As you exhale, start to forward fold. Keep your fingertips tented and just fold out over those crossed ankles. Now you're just going to take some movement into the spine. You can start to drop left shoulder towards left knee, then right shoulder towards right knee. Do it a few more times side to side. Chin tucked to chest. Just start to roll yourself back up to a seat. And then plant your hands back behind you and start to crisscross the opposite ankle in front. Good, as you take your next breath in, again circle the arms towards the sky. Exhale, hands come together through heart center. Just once, hands onto the kneecaps. Inhale to that cat pose. Thread the heart through, breathe in. Exhale, tug, round and curl. Really pull on those kneecaps. Press the back of the heart towards the wall behind you. Good, and then back through center. Inhale, both arms reach all the way up. As you exhale, backstroke the arms behind. Interlace funky thumb on top. Hands to that right hip. Pin that right elbow back. Tilt right ear towards right shoulder. Good, breathe into that whole left side. All the way from the shoulder, maybe to the bottom of the ear. Unhook your fingertips. Allow the right fingertips to tent to the right. Maybe a little bend into the elbow. Stretch your left arm all the way up and over. Side body stretch on that left side. Good, maybe explore some movement here. See if you can keep that left sitting bone nice and rooted to the ground. I always like to keep the eyes softly closed here. So when you take out that sense of sight, just a little bit easier to tune inwards. See how each variation of that pose feels in the physical body. Good, next breath in, reach it back up to the sky, big inhale. Exhale, forward fold again, stretch out through those fingertips. This time, keep them tented and crawl your fingertips all the way over to the left, as far as they go. Imagine breathing into each of your right intercostals, so those little muscles in between the ribs. And just switch, bring it all the way over to the right. And then back through the center. Roll over your knees so you find your way up onto the knees, top of the mat. Imagine that they're like hip distance apart. You can come back onto a seat on your heels, swing your arms back, tent your fingertips, have your thumbs face forward, and just press your hips forward to the wall in front of you. So instead of like this huge back bend, think about just breathing into the fronts of the thighs, like your quadriceps. Chin stays tucked to chest. Good, just one more deep inhale. On your exhale, allow the hips to sink to the heels. Slide your palms forward, kind of round through the upper spine. Keep your fingertips tented, tuck your toes under, and float yourself up. You're kind of like a little down dog-ish, and then you're just gonna tiptoe your feet to the top of the mat. Feet can be hip distance when you get there. Find a halfway lift on your breath in. Lengthen through the spine, crown forward. On your exhale, release Uttanasana, forward fold. Now deep bend into both knees, grab a hold of each elbow, and then just sway from left to right. So whatever's going on in your physical world, you can imagine all those thoughts, just water falling out through the spine. Let them go through the crown of the head. Good, let go of those elbows, let the arms dangle. Chin stays tucked to chest for a count of 5, roll all the way up to standing. Good, once you get to the top, as you inhale, allow the shoulders to come all the way up into the ears. Big inhale. Exhale, release them down and back. Good, next breath in, reach both arms to the sky, Tadasana, mountain pose. As you exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart, shift your hips forward a bit, keep squeezing the shoulders. Good, inhale back to stand, reach it up tall. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, keep a little bend into the knees as you melt. Good, halfway lift, breath in, lengthen out. Exhale, plant the palms down, take a big step back with that left foot. Keep the left toes tucked under and soften the left knee to the mat. Inhale, rise up, modified crescent, arms to the sky. Good, now you can take a moment here. Make sure that you're stacking that right knee on top of right ankle. Right hip draws back a bit, left hip forward. Good, engage through the glutes and that low belly. And just one more breath in to reach up high. As you exhale, cactus the arms, sink into the hips a bit. Good, now when you take that breath in, bring your forearms together, back the hips up, and look down. Good, as you exhale again, cactus, sink into the hips and open. Good, next breath in, shift it back. Think stacking those hips over that left knee as you look down. Exhale, cactus, open up through the heart. Good, just one more time, pulse it. Inhale, shift it back. Breathe into that left hip flexor. Exhale, sink it low in cactus. Now keep the legs how they are, just reach both arms to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, palms come down around that right foot. Option to bring hands to blocks, maybe tent the fingertips. You're gonna tuck your left toes under and then start to float that knee up. Work both legs towards straight. Now you can have a deep bend into that right knee to start, still pretty early. Just make sure right hip's still pulling back, left hip's pulling forward. Good, now we're gonna shift the hips. Keep the legs how they are, just shift the hips all the way to the right. So you're just kind of changing the positioning. Notice how that changes it. Maybe you feel it in that innermost hamstring. Good, now back through center and just shift the hips all the way to that opposite side. Good, bring it back through middle. Bend into that right knee, plant the hands around the foot. Step right foot back to meet the left. Plank, top of a push-up, top of the mat. Good, now just stay here for a few breaths. If you'd like to shift forward and back a few times, you can. Just think low belly's hugging in this whole time, fingertips spread wide. You wanna stay here for like 3 more breaths. Allow this pose to create heat in the physical body. Start to speed up the breath a bit. Good, next inhale, you shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, nice and slow, elbows hug in as you bring it down to the belly. Now toes untuck at the bottom, hands stay where they are, just hug elbows towards center. Inhale, baby cobra, press into the palms a little bit to rise. Exhale, release and soften. Good, now do that 3 more times. Think every time you breathe in, you're gonna lift up a little higher. Every exhale, just let it go and soften. Good, all 10 toenails stay rooted, keep going. Good, last one, maybe up a little bit higher, take that big breath in. Exhale, release, third eye center to the mat. Palms stay where they are, press back, wide knee, child's pose as you inhale. Once those hips touch the heels, maybe an open mouth. Then right away, keep on sitting back to the heels. Come into that little seat that we've been in before. Hug the knees a little bit closer together. Keep swinging the arms behind. Tense your fingertips, thumbs forward, press the hips up. Maybe getting a little bit deeper. Now if you do like to let the head go, don't just go all the way. Find a little resistance. There it is. Another deep breath in. Maybe stick out the tongue. Good, hips to heels. Start to round through that upper spine. Allow the fingertips to just drag on the mat as you bring them forward. Yeah, and then toes tuck under, hips float up and back, downward facing dog. Keep a deep bend into the knees to start. Okay, now this one's funky. Maybe toes a little bit closer. You're gonna reach right leg up and back, bend into the knee and stack your hip open. As you exhale, shift all the way forward to plank, shoulders over wrists, right knee taps that right tricep, and then step right foot underneath that left ankle. Yeah, and then left leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, shift forward to plank, left knee, left tricep, and then cross ankle, step it underneath. So the goal is to keep going side to side. You're like walking towards the top of the mat, belly's engaged the whole time. This creates a lot of heat in the body. You're starting to work all those muscles, shoulders, belly, even those quads and glutes. Good, and then you're gonna just walk up to the top of the mat. Once you can't do it anymore, feet hip distance. Inhale to a flat spine. As you exhale, release all the way down, forward fold. Good, press into the feet, rise to stand, circle the arms up high. And then as you exhale, just bring hands together through heart center. Good, one more time, stretch it up high, take a big breath in. At the top, you're gonna hook just the thumbs, and then imagine spreading them apart, bend into the elbows a bit, your arms are like a big circle. Yeah, and then bend into the knees a little bit, it's kind of like chair pose. Keep your belly strong as you start to draw the fingertips all the way over to the right, like you're gonna make a big circle, and then all the way down towards the ground. Yep, at the bottom, start to hug that low belly in and just go all the way up and over to the left. Good, once you get to the top, just switch it out. So knees stay a little bit bent, you're gonna dip it all the way down and over to the left. Let the crown of the head go once you get to the bottom, and then bring it all the way up and back towards the right. Good, once you get to the top, unhook the fingertips, just reach up high, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hands through heart, Uttanasana, forward fold, melt it down to the ground. Ardha Uttanasana, breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, take a big step back with that right foot. Soften your right knee down, maybe keep the toes tucked as you rise up, modified crescent. You can just notice how this pose feels in the body. You press down some energy into that left heel, you get a little bit more active in the foot, active in the legs. Good, one more breath in, reach high. On your exhale, sink into the hips and start to cactus the arms. Good, now press the hips all the way back. Squeeze the forearms together, look down. Feel that opening in the front hip. Exhale again, cactus and open. Good, 2 more pulses like that. Inhale, hip shift back, squeeze those forearms. Exhale, cactus open. Breathe into the hips. Good, once more. Keep the hips sinking down, just reach the arms all the way up high. Exhale, hands come down around that left foot. Option to bring them to blocks or maybe tented fingertips. Tuck your right toes under, work everything towards straight-ish. So you want to be up high on the ball of that back foot. You can keep a deep bend into that left knee, or some of you it might be a little bit straighter. Don't think it has to be all the way. Now again, legs stay the same, just shift the hips all the way over to the left. Notice where you feel it, maybe somewhere different. And then back through center and all the way over to the right. And deep breaths into the bellies of those hamstrings. Good, and then then back through center you'll go. Ditch the blocks, bend into your left knee, plant the palm, step back to plank. This time as you lower, only lower halfway down, chaturanga. Hang out for the inhale and your exhale. One more breath in, belly strong. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Go slow. Good, toes untuck at the bottom. This time fingertips tent out wide to the wood. As you inhale, peel your chest open, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release, soften the forehead to the mat. Good, one more time through center, breathe in. Exhale, dip your right shoulder down, look to the left. Good, one more time through center as you inhale. Exhale, dip left, look right. One more time, side to side. Good, big breath in through center. Exhale, forehead down to the mat, soften. Now palm slide underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under. Float your kneecaps up, so get that engagement in the legs. Good, and then press right up, top of a push-up. Exhale, hips up and back, Adho Mukha, downward facing. And instead of doing what you always do in your down dog, maybe you close the eyes here and do something new. Maybe that's lifting one leg and then the other. Maybe it's still bending one knee and then the other. Maybe you want to take a few hops up and down if you want to bring some more energy into your practice today. Start to move in a way that really works for you. Don't think every time you come to your yoga mat it's going to feel the same. Good, we'll all start to take a deep breath in through the nose. Keep the lips sealed as you exhale. Good, now bring your big toes a little closer. Bend into your knees, look forward. Walk, or some of you might float to the top. Feet hip distance when you get there. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, forward fold, melt in deep. Good, rise to stand. Circle the arms to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. And then start to reach around and interlace. Garudasana arms, left arm on top of the right eagle. In front. Left arm on top. Inhale, fingertips lift up high, shift your hips forward. Exhale, bend into the knees, round it in. Tap your elbows to belly button. Good, do two more like that. Use your whole breath in to lift. Whole exhale to round, tap it in. Nice, once more like that. Good, use your whole breath in. Unravel the arms, reach them up to the sky. Find a focal point in front of you. Keep your gaze locked and start to hug your left knee into chest. Good, from there, keep that focal point active. Low belly hugs in, flex through those left toes, and then figure four, left and go on to right thigh, sink the hips down and back. You can go in any comfortable variation. Arms can stay up, hands can come to heart. You want to find that balance. And then keep shifting weight into that right heel. Butt sinks back towards the wall behind you. Just another inhale and exhale. As you inhale, rise to stand. Reach both arms to the sky. Hug the left knee in. As you exhale, bring your big toes together to touch. Bend into both the knees, swing the arms back. You're like a chair pose with arms swinging. And then kick your right heel back. You're in like a modified warrior 3. And then as soft as you can, land your right toes to the back of the mat. Keep them tucked under, soften the right knee down. We've been here before. Inhale, low crescent lunge, arms to the sky. As you exhale, cactus and sink into the hips. Good, scooch the hips back, bring your forearms together and squeeze. Inhale, exhale, cactus and open. Inhale again, reach to the sky, low crescent lunge. Exhale, fingertips down, maybe onto blocks or just around that left foot, and then work both legs towards straight, lift that back knee. This time as you take a breath in, just halfway lift, crown reaches forward. As you exhale, fold with that long spine over your left leg. Good, another deep inhale into that hamstring. Hang out for the exhale. Good, now bend into your left knee, plant the palms. Carry your left leg up and back, 3-leg down dog. Bend into your knees, stack the hip open. Take a big hip circle, left and right. Good, now kick it back to the sky. Take that breath in. Exhale, left knee towards left shoulder, tap it up high. Good, breath in, just straight up and back, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, tiger pose, round and tap, try to make that connection. Good, heel to the sky, maybe bend into the knee and open. Exhale, tap that knee across all the way to the right elbow. Good, last time, just straight up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, shift forward, maybe a 1-leg plank. You can lower down 1-leg chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, root, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog, and maybe hold. So like engage those quads, they should be lifted, kneecaps lifted, fingertips spread wide. Good, your next exhale, float it up and back, downward facing dog with the hips. Good, you can take a breath in, maybe an open mouth breath out. Good, lips sealed as you inhale, lips sealed as you exhale. You can bend into those knees again, look forward. Some of you might float to the top, try not to make a sound. Fingertips to shins, lengthen out, inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Again, feet are hip distance apart, rise to stand, circle the arms to the sky. As you exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart, reach the arms out wide, wrap right arm on top of left Garudasana. That's too much, just give yourself that big hug. Inhale to a little back bend, hips forward. Exhale, bend into the knees, round and tap it in. 2 more times with breath. See if you can match that whole inhale as you rise. Whole exhale as you round. Good, once more. Good, last time, press into the feet, rise to stand, unravel the arms, circle them up tall. Find that Drishti focal point in front of you, and then weight over to that left foot, hug your right knee into the chest. Now flex through those toes. Use that low belly, hike that knee up higher, and then wrap it up, figure 4, ankle onto thigh. Right toes stay flexed, keep your knee protected. Keep scooching those hips back, back, back. Weight into that left heel. Good, next breath in, 1-leg Tadasanas. Shoot up to standing, hug your right knee to chest. Exhale, big toes come together. Sink back into a chair pose. Bend into the knees, arms swing back. This time kick back with your left heel, opposite leg. Good, and how soft can you land? Left toes to the back of the mat. Soften the knee to the ground. Inhale, modified crescent, arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus, those arms sink into the hips. Good, scoot your hips back as you squeeze the forearms together. Exhale, cactus and open, sink the hips. Inhale, just the arms lift, reach into the ceiling. Exhale, hands come down around that right foot, and then start to straighten everything out, pyramid pose. Keep pulling that right hip back a little bit. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, take that length with you as you melt down. Good, just another breath cycle here. Let it feel good in your body. Good, and then bend into that right knee. Plant the palms. Carry your right leg up and back, 3-leg down dog. Bend into that knee, stack it open, hip circle left and right. Good, next exhale, shift it forward to plank, tap right knee, right shoulder. Inhale, heel straight up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round and tap. One more time, open the hips, stack it open. Exhale, right knee to left tricep, tap it across. Good, heel just straight up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Exhale to that 1-leg plank, shift forward, lower down through 1-leg chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing. So you have about 2 minutes. Take it where you want. So maybe that means some sunnies. Maybe that's just free flow. Your choice. I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Good, next few breaths only into child's pose, no rush to get there. Knees can soften down, you can sink the hips back to the heels. You can keep arms extended. If you want it a little bit more, you can bend into the elbows, bring the palms together, and then fingertips come behind the nape of the neck, reverse prayer. You can kind of crawl the elbows forward. Breathe into the triceps, maybe even into the shoulders. Big inhales. If you have some extra heat, you can take that open mouth exhale. Breath in through the nose, out through the nose. You can crawl the palms back forward, tuck your toes, find your way back to downward facing dog. This time, crawl the feet out wide to the edges of your mat. Walk the hands closer to the feet, maybe even the heels get rooted. Then take a twist, right hand across, anywhere to the outside of that left leg that you can reach. You can bend into that right elbow, really thread the heart through. If you wanted an added challenge, you can find the balance. So gaze at that left big toe, engage your navel to belly, or navel to spine, and right toe start to reach back to the wall behind you. It's called your Uddiyana Bandha, so that energy lock underneath the belly button. No rush, but when you're ready, you can switch it to that opposite side. The wider you spread those right fingertips, the better base it'll give you. Make sure to find that focal point. It helps you to stay steady. And we'll bring it back through the center. And then heel to the feet together so they touch. Bend into those knees, look forward, walk or float your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift on your breath in, exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a big inhale, rise to stand, bring that left knee up with you, one leg Tadasana, arms to the sky. Exhale, figure four, left ankle onto right thigh. This time bring it a little bit deeper, hands can come to heart, you can kind of bow the torso onto that thigh. A variation I like is stretching the fingertips all the way forward to the front wall. Think about stretching like one straight line of energy through fingertips and out through the butt. So it's like your torso is parallel to the ground. Yeah. Another inhale. And as you exhale, you can slide left ankle on top of right, cross ankle forward fold. Hands might be on blocks here, or tented fingertips. Just shake out the head, yes. And shake it out, no. Good, and then start to gaze down. Shift weight into that left foot. Reach your right toes to the sky, standing splits. Your exhale, you're gonna round Shiva squat, right knee behind the left. Good, once more, standing splits, right toes to the sky. Bend into that left knee and softly step right toes to the back of the mat. Before you rise to stand, make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Press into that left heel, belly strong, arms all the way forward and up, high crescent lunge. Good, and then maybe start to bend a little bit or a lot into that right knee. Stay active through the legs. Scooch those right toes back just another inch, the heel stacks up on those toes. Yep, one more breath in through center. On that exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart, keep reaching back and interlace at the low spine. Little bend into those elbows, shine your heart open, take a breath in. Exhale, melt it all the way forward, crown to the ground. If you feel funny with balance, you can look straight down at that left big toe. If you feel okay, look back, let the crown go, and keep pressing the palms towards the front wall. Keep that drishti focal point locked. Good, next breath in, press into that left heel, rise up, high crescent lunge, just arms to the ceiling. On your exhale, open up Virabhadrasana 2, warrior beam. Good, back heel spins down, deep bend into that front knee. We're gonna pulse a few times as you take a breath in, straighten everything out. Maybe look up at the palms. Exhale, bend back in deep to that front knee. Maybe gaze goes forward. Good, two more. Inhale, straighten everything out. Kind of breathe that energy high. Exhale, sink it back down low. Good breath, one more time. Good, stay here in the legs. Just bring it to Parsva side angle. So keep on reaching those left fingertips forward, either forearm to thighs, that top arm reaches up. You might even use that block underneath that bottom hand. You're feeling more open today, half or full bind is there for you. Just notice if you're crunching into that bottom side body, you always want to find length there. So think all of your energy is reaching up. Legs stay active. Maybe even look underneath that armpit if it feels okay on the neck. Good, next breath in, reverse triangle. All the limbs go straight. Top arm reaches up and back to the wall behind you. Bend into that top elbow. Bring the hand behind the nape of the neck. Point your elbow towards the sky. Get some more length from left hip to left elbow. Good, one more deep breath in. Your exhale, you'll cartwheel the palms around that left foot. Spin up to the ball of that right foot. Good, and then just once, you're gonna tap that left knee towards the left wall. Keep your toes flexed. It's kind of like a pigeon pose. Good, and then on your exhale, you're gonna work both legs towards straight and fold. Yeah, so the foot stays where it is. You just kind of bump that knee out. So like bend back into the knee and bring it over to the left. Yeah, and then on the exhale, everything just works towards straight and fold. Good, now stay here with the legs straight. Root that back heel down, kind of like warrior one. And then you're gonna crawl fingertips inside of that left foot, crawl them all the way over to the right. You should feel it a lot in that left hamstring. Good, and then crawl your way back through the center. Hands come to frame that front foot, bend into your front knee, and then soften your right knee to the ground. So you're in that low lunge. Make sure your blocks are close by, one on each side of the mat, and then scoot your hips back so you're in a half split. Left leg goes straight, and then scoot your left heel forward a few inches. So you want to stack your hips right over that right knee. Keep pulling left hip back, right hip forward. And then have a long spine. Heart reaches forward. As you exhale, you might melt in a little bit further. Good, now there's a lot of options in today's class. So this is a lot. You can keep breathing into the belly of that left hamstring. If you wanted to go a little bit further, you have those blocks. Keep those back toes tucked under, and then you can start to slide that left heel forward, working your way into full split. So a variation that I like is to place your block underneath that left thigh on the medium setting. So you want to keep growing tall with the spine, keep active through the legs. And just one more breath. If you went into that deeper variation, release your right knee to the ground, slide your left heel back. We'll all bend into that left knee, ditch the blocks. You can plant the palms around your front foot, float your back knee up, and then crawl the hands to the top of the mat, and then heel toe your left foot over to the right. You'll be in pigeon pose. If you want to reset through down dog, you can swing the shin through from there. Now before you fold, make sure you have even weight through both hips. Left hip toes stay active. You want to drop that right hip down a bit. You can look over that left shoulder. Good, and then back through center, fold with a long spine. Allow yourself to really melt into this posture. Every exhale, working you release, soften in. Now crawl the fingertips back, come onto a seat on that left hip, swing your right leg out in front, and then just right away come into boat pose. So you're gonna balance on your sit bones, grab the backs of the thighs first, think heart's gonna reach up, shoulder blades squeeze on the back, lift those heels. Good, and then just extend the arms forward to the wall in front of you. As you take your next breath in, lower almost all the way down. Shoulders are hovering, heels are hovering. As you exhale, come right back up to that same shape. Heels lift up high. Just a few more times. Shoot for 10. Inhale to lower. Maybe open mouth exhales, brings you back up. Good, a few more times. Good, last one. You can hover all the way at the bottom. Hang out there in that low boat. Think having low belly hugging in, facial muscles are soft, maybe even a little smile. Good, next exhale, just bring it all the way down to the mat. Hug both knees into the chest. One hand to each kneecap, do a few circles up in the sky. Give your low spine a little massage. And then plant the soles of the feet down, hip distance apart. Press into the feet, lift the hips up, easy bridge pose. Now arms can stay down the sides. Keep shimmying the shoulder blades closer together. Some of you might even interlace the fingertips. Press the arms into the mat. And one more breath in, maybe hips lift up a little higher. Go slow, unhook your fingertips, unhook the shoulders from the back of the heart, roll the spine all the way down. Now at the bottom, rest feet together, knees out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. You can place one hand onto the heart, maybe one hand onto the belly. Enjoy that sensation that you feel. You might feel all that energy rushing in between both palms. After back bends, you're super energized. Good, now you can bat the eyes open. Once more, hug knees to chest, grab the backs of the thighs, rock and roll the full length of the spine. If you want to gain enough momentum to cycle through one last vinyasa, you can do it. You'll cross at the ankles, plant the palms, jump the feet back, but make sure to land with your elbows already bent in chaturanga. Yep. Inhale to that up dog, maybe hold it, stretch out those belly muscles. When you're ready, exhale floats you up and back to down dog. Good, Ujjayi inhale. Ujjayi exhale. Then toes together, look forward, bend into those knees, hop or float, top of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana, crown forward. Exhale, fold into those thighs, maybe pull yourself in a little closer. Good, press into the feet, circle the arms to the sky, right knee hugs in with you, one leg Tadasana. Good, exhale, figure four, right ankle to left thigh. Again, sink it down as low as you can. Right toes stay active, maybe hands to heart, you can pull the torso in, maybe arms straight forward, find that parallel with the ground underneath you. Chin tucks a little bit, no wrinkles in the neck. Good, your next exhale, slide right leg on top of left, cross ankle forward fold. Again, tented fingertips or hands on blocks. Shake out the head a few times, let some tension go. Good, now gaze down at the feet, weight into that front right foot, reach your left toes to the sky, standing split. On your exhale, Shiva squat, round and tap. Good, one more time, left toes to the sky, inhale. Exhale steps you all the way back, land soft. Make sure those feet are hip distance. Now when you rise to high crescent, circle the arms forward and then all the way up, belly strong, yeah. And take a breath or two to modify. Low belly's active, little bend into that back knee so the tailbone lengthens to the ground. And hang out just one more inhale. Exhale, you'll cactus those arms. Keep reaching back, interlace opposite thumb on top. Little bend into the elbows, heart shines open, breath in. Bow it all the way down, crown to the mat as you exhale. I think even weight through the feet. Shoulders are starting to open, press those palms forward. Good, press into that right heel, rise to stand, circle the arms all the way high. High crescent lunge. Exhale, Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2, open up. Again, pulse a few times as you inhale, straighten everything out. Breathe some space into that right side. Exhale, bend back in deep to that front knee. Good, twice more, good breath. Good, legs stay the same. Reach those right fingertips forward. Parsva Konasana, side angle. Either top arm up, forearm to thigh, maybe bottom hand to a block, maybe top arm extends up overhead. Feel that pressing down through the feet, active through the legs, top shoulder spinning open. Good, breath in, press that right leg straight, reverse Trikonasana. Right hand to the back of the nape of the neck, elbow to the sky. Even though both legs are straight, there's micro bends into both knees. Good, exhale is going to carry you down to the mat. Cartwheel the palms down, back heel spins up. Now keep the hands where they are. You just kind of tilt that right knee out towards the right as you sink it low. Yeah, and then exhale, work the legs towards straight. And then just pulse it once more. Inhale, pulse that right knee to the right. It's kind of like a pigeon pose, flex the toes. Exhale, straighten everything out. Good, now root that back heel down like warrior one. Hands to the inside of that right foot. Crawl fingertips to the top left corner of the room. So you're like finding all this length from the hips all the way through those fingertips. You can feel it a lot in that right hamstring. Good, and then crawl your way back through the center. Hands come to frame that right foot. Scoot your left toes back a little bit and soften the left knee down. But make sure those blocks are close by. Work your way to half split. Straighten that right leg. Now you can scooch that right heel forward. Yep, little bend into that right knee and flex the toes back to the face. Long spine, heart forward. Exhale, maybe you melt in a little bit deeper. So blocks are great options here. They just bring the ground a little bit closer, making each pose a little bit more accessible. Again, if you wanted to go into full Hanumanasana, left toes tuck under, you'll float that knee. If you're going into full split, make sure that you keep those left toes tucked under the whole time. Keep pulling right hip back, left hip forward to square off. Deep, deep breaths. Legs stay active. Don't just let yourself be passive here. Put a few into full split. Release the left knee down. We'll all start to slide your right heel back. Bend into your right knee. Ditch the blocks. Hands can frame that foot. Tuck your left toes under, float the left knee. Hands crawl forward, and then walk your right foot into a pigeon pose to the left. And taking like a moment to set it up. Make sure it feels good before you fold. So the less fidgets you take when you're folded forward, the more your body can just naturally relax in. Something to keep your mind on this present moment, something that's always stuck with me that my teacher taught. As you take your breath in, imagine you breathe all the way from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. As you exhale, root that energy back down, crown of the head, all the way to the base of the spine. So inhale, base of the spine to the crown. Exhale, crown to the bottom of the spine. You can keep that visual going in the mind. If distraction comes, just bring it back, in and out. Good, when you're feeling balanced left, right, you can crawl your way back up to a seat. Shift weight into that right hip. Good, and then you're just gonna swing the legs back behind you all the way. You're going to come up to a seat on the knees. Yep. Now if you make two fists, bring them together and stick them in between the knees. That's how far away you want them to be. Yep. And then you're going to tuck your toes under and come onto a seat on the knees. So we're going to take it into one back bend, Ustrasana camel pose. So the goal isn't to go into this crazy huge back bend. The goal is to keep shifting the hips forward. So you can bring hands to the low back, fingertips face up, hug the elbows back, and then just keep shifting the hips forward, forward, forward. So some of you might just stay here. Keep the chin tucked to chest. You're still getting this huge opening, the fronts of the hips, the whole front of the body. If you want it a little bit more, some of you might reach back for the ankles, the heels. And then if it feels okay on the neck, you can start to look back a little bit, but always find that resistance. If it doesn't feel good there, come back, chin stays tucked to chest. Deep, deep breath. Good, now nice and slow. Chin comes to the chest, hands come to the heart. Untuck your toes, come onto a seat on the heels. Palms are going to be facing down on the thighs. Let the eyes soften. You can grow up tall with that spine and notice your energy here. Notice how your heartbeat might be sped up. You can feel that little pulse of sensation, that pulse of energy. So in yoga, we call that your prana, your life force. So the more that we can be connected to that, the more we can be connected to those people around us on that same level. When you're ready to move again, eyes will back open. You'll just swing the legs right or left. Come onto a seat. Soles of the feet are going to be planted to the ground, hip distance apart. Arms extend towards the front wall. Tuck chin to chest. Nice and slow, roll your way on down. At the bottom again, we'll hug knees in. Grab the backs of the kneecaps. Just rock right and left. Now we'll end today's class in Yogi's Choice. So use the last 2 minutes to take it where it feels good. So I like to end class either in twists, back bend, maybe shoulder stand or plow pose. Some of you like to invert, maybe headstand. Take it to wherever you think will serve your purpose today. Your pose has 2 sides. Maybe start to work your way to that second. Good, and then start to unravel. You can bring it down towards that corpse pose. If you do have those 2 blocks, it's nice to place them on that lowest setting underneath the thighs or underneath the kneecaps. Just helps to keep that natural curvature of the spine. Palms will face up. Squeeze the shoulder blades a bit together. Feel that opening in the heart. And then ever so slightly, bring your chin in closer to the chest so you get some length in the spine. Yeah, we'll take one last deep inhale, fill it all the way up to the top and maybe hold. Maybe even sip in a little bit more air. Big open mouth. Shavasana. For the next few minutes, just allow yourself to be here. Start to feel the outline of the body start to dissolve away. Start to allow yourself to come back to your physical body. Slowly roll the head from left to right. Arms can extend up overhead, right all the way out. Fingertips through your toes. Feel that whole opening across the whole body. And you'll hug your knees into the chest, roll over to your right side in fetal. When you're ready, you'll press up to a comfortable seat facing here. You can come on to sit onto a block if that's comfortable, or just come onto a comfortable seat. Hands will start to unite together through heart center, thumbs touch your sternum. Just take a moment just in gratitude. enjoying all the differences that you can feel, mind, body, and spirit after your yoga practice. If your hands at your heart signifies pure love, you can move the thumbs to the lips, signify pure speech. And the thumbs come up between that eyebrow center, your center of intuition for pure thought. We'll all take one last collective inhale together, all the way up. And sigh it all out. Namaste.
Namaste.